T1 going to take the series 2-0. It could get interesting. So you're a big fan of the Walrus kick.
That's the best ability. That's the most fun and the best ability in Dota. Like, you pop a BKB, you just get kicked out. It works well against so many heroes, like a Life Stealer. Imagine just nullifying Wukongs completely. You don't necessarily need to, like, rush it, but potentially you could. Like, having a Blink Dagger to be able to save people is nice, but I remember a game when Seb played it one game. They were playing against Ursa, and he rushed the item. They lost the game, but you could still see the potential from it.
So it succeeded in failure.
Exactly. And it's the most fun ability to use. Imagine someone just walking to you, you kick him, he goes away.
Who do you punch him first or kick him after?
Oh, you kick him out first.
Oh, okay. You don't want to chance it. So doing a little mixed martial arts, a little kick, a little punch.
You fought and died with honor.
Could be
Yeah, MMA Tusk for sure.
yeah. Need to get him you know, gloves. Get those MMA gloves on him.
Look at him. He has a glove. It's a big glove.
I guess that counts. Well, that's not really a glove. That's more of a cannon on his left arm. Because that's what shoots out the shards, right? Or it shoots out
the punch. Yeah, you punch with that one. It says fish punch. I think shard goes from the right hand. Could be wrong.
We'll have to see. Mid, Yopaj, 5 stacks of sticky napalm on him. Getting backed up towards the tier 1 tower, but immediately a Crypt Swarm on a Carl for his troubles. Carl, see how he does on this Bat Rider. We have seen plenty of Bat Riders since the nerf not feel nearly as effective.
Yeah, it just feels much, much weaker. He lost 50% damage on all units pretty much, so that's kind of a rough one. Strength of the Bat Rider was his laning stage was good, so now he struggles hitting the creeps. We can see even under the tower struggling a bit. Yeah, he just missed the 2 CS under the tower with the 6 sticky napalm charges, which is pretty insane to think about.
Yeah, how nerfed he's gotten. I think we've seen a couple of Bat Riders still work out, though.
You can make it work, you know. It's a BKB piercing ability, good initiation, can snowball, clears the stack nicely, doesn't clear Ancients as fast as he did in the previous patch, but you can still make it work. Top lane, a lot of pressure from this Tusk and Puck coming out.
Jingu does end up popping and, well, then a couple of shots on the Debio. Play hard. We'll see how he builds in onto this Tusk. Will be interesting. I know I'm now immediately thinking that every item next is going to be the Ags.
You just want to tank up a bit, like a casual bracer, wand, phase boots to have some more kill potential. Monkey King can't actually trade with Tusk once you get like 1 point in tag team, even though you're like a melee hero. Jingu is not that great. 2 heroes hitting him during the tag team is just too much damage. Even on level 3, like tag team is just so good.
We'll have to see how that lane progresses right now. Death Prophet leading the CS chart, 11 and 3, followed by 3 heroes on the side of T1. Again, I'm wondering about the aggression. I'm wondering if either side's going to be more aggressive or more willing to play
bottom lane.
Forward.
Forcing him to TP out, actually. Like this position 5 Abba, when he's tethered, a lot of it move speed, Orbus Venom slow, Curse of Avernus when it procs. He TP'd back to the tower, but they need to be very careful. Like this lane is all about sustain from Neon, but potentially they can make a turnaround. Dragonite, not a single point in stun yet. Pretty standard build, you know, but once you get to level 4, should have one.
I assume that we're going to just see more points into Curse of Avernus if he's able to swing that hard.
No, you don't need it. It's a debate. You're playing a position 5. You still need to max out your Mist Coil.
Okay. Just get that slow. Juicy for level 4, 60% slow. I mean, it's possible. It's doable. But yeah, he did go to level 2 on the Aphotic Shield at level 3.
Dire structures are fortified.
If he wanted to get that, he could have put another point in Curse on level 3 since he's running low on mana, so you get something out of it. Again, start slow of the game. No first blood yet, 4 minutes in.
Rune is top and bottled by Carl. Arcane Rune for his troubles. Yopaj not working with a bottle, so not contesting as aggressively as we've seen in the past when both mids do in fact have that bottle. But Death Prophet sitting here with 20 charges on the wand, ready with a salve, ready with a shared tango, going into two null talismans to start this one off. And farming pretty well. Sitting top of the net worth by quite a margin. His first blood is picked up by Debil on Whitemon. So he's had a rough little start to this game. Lost his courier, losing his life first. They get the kill up towards top. That's going to push Tusk even further forward.
If they catch a glimpse of Crystal Maiden, a Snowball plus a tag team with Puck, Crystal Maiden's just dead. Like, there is no counterplay. Like, a Boundless Strike is not going to keep them away from killing Crystal Maiden. There's just too much damage. Tag team is actually an insane ability.
You usually see it from like a support role, but now that he's getting a lot of levels, a lot more gold, could seem a little bit stronger. Ooh, Frostbite, Jingu. That pops off, but they don't continue to go in on to play hard just yet. And that was an opportunity without Debil being there. Question is, do they want to return the favor? Good pull on that. They need to still defend it. Shanuel TP's over towards mid, giving an Aphotic shield over to Yopaj for a second.
It's so hard to play Batrider into Bat in any kind of like, even into Tusk, into Io. There's so many saves this game. So Neon lineup is not that strong early on, but once they group up together, just a combination, like you have position 4 Puck, a Coil is still gonna, you know, do the same thing. Your other spells will not be maxed out, but that Prophet ulti will just munch of them.
Lasso used bottom, that's onto the Tusk. But Snowball, Abaddon coming over. Now they're going to go on to Cuckoo. They've got the shards placed down. He'll try to TP away. Exorcism comes in and they'll focus their attention on the Carl. They both TP away.
It's that easy. The only stun they have right now is Tusk Snowball. Walrus Punch not online. Puck not level 6. Yeah, simple answers.
I'm surprised that they don't want to use that Exorcism to pressure bottom, but TP towards top, Jackie. Ooh, the damage in, and all right, I got my answer real quick. TPing top, using the Exorcism to get a kill into the monkey.
This is something you don't expect to happen. They even have a lane ward, which is kind of scouting things out, but he was already close to the tower, and not the best placed observer ward in terms of like scouting things out. If it's on the hill, most of the time it just gets devoured. So this is like Sentry is not gonna reach it, but yeah, very interesting move from Yopaj, made it work.
Yeah, getting a kill there and continuing to extend the lead on top of the net worth. Like, that was a great move. I wasn't even expecting it myself. Yeah, I saw him leave the bottom.
I mean, if you
lane
couldn't see it, then the other pro players also could not see it. Or you didn't see it with your mouse movement and camera.
I wasn't expecting it. Maybe, you know, I saw it.
Okay, sorry, B-Cup. I did not mean to hurt your feelings or anything.
I just, you know, in my mind, I was thinking, why didn't they push bottom? Then he came top. I'm wondering if they thought the same, or wondering if he was just going to TP back mid, right?
Yeah, gotcha. We see more and more Lion from position 4, especially because like spirits are so popular. They've been popular for quite some time. And this instant initiation against the Puck as well, who's been very hard to play into without any kind of lockdown. So Lion on the rise lately, and the burst damage from Finger of Death, like that 600 damage level 1 is insane. You need to be very careful how you use it, because it's 160-second cooldown ability.
It's quite a long cooldown, but can secure kills here if you need it earlier on.
When you say secure the kills, you mean KS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, every time. Gotta get those stacks somehow. Although I have seen a lot of Lions recently at least lead with the finger. And that's like the initial move. But sitting over mid. Carl's going to go for these stacks, but not going to be as easy, right?
I want to see the difference Like you need, I think you need actually 10 stacks to farm that. 7, keep counting. 8.
8.
Next.
9.
Yeah, 10 and then you start. Okay. So.
Starts at 9, burns at 10. We'll start to get these stacks. So they do burn out at 10. But that is a lot of stacks.
You can feel the difference. Barely killed him.
Yeah, that was a lot of time. Meanwhile, stacks are being made in the opposite
Snowball
triangle.
mid?
Snowball mid, but now they've got the lockdown on this Tusk. He's in a lot of trouble. And they've got a glyph. Do they have the damage with another frostbite? Tether won't matter. Playhard comes in and just kind of feeds away his life.
Yeah, that was something. You know, you still need more time coming out from the snowball to use the Walrus Punch. Gave enough time for Whitemon to actually use the Frostbite. I love the build of Whitemon, getting that Frostbite maxed out. They saw the smoke. He popped the smoke on a mid lane,
Lasso.
but they will get him finger.
And there's the finger. They'll get the kill on a Debil. He doesn't use that finger to kill steal. Just secures the kill and gets himself a stack. So now hitting for 640.
Also, Natsumi has a large stack to work with.
He's got a large stack, but it is under the vision of the Dire. They just aren't coming over.
It's very hard to invade. They just use the finger, they use the lasso, they don't have the abilities. Dragonite, no form, so pretty much free stacks for Natsumi's Wisp. And you can see Januel already sitting at the entrance of the ramp, just in case something happens. He's gonna be there to back him up.
How's Death Prophet still doing towards top? Goes Boots of Travel first. Refills the bottle with that bounty rune. They've smoked up bottom. They should be able to find Cuckoo. The question is, do they have the damage to get the kill? Snowball comes in. Dragon Tail used, and now they've got the silence from the Waning Rift. They'll follow that up with the Crypt Swarming. Secure that kill onto Cuckoo. That tier 1 bottom is gone. The question is, does Yopaj want to use Exorcism bottom? Answer to that is immediately no, as he's TP'd towards mid. See if he uses Exorcism to take this tower, or at least try to.
There's the Exo and smoke from Playhard and the build. They're gonna wrap around, try to backstab. Like if they get a coil on 2, these 2 people are just straight up dead.
Shards out, locks up Whitemon on the proper side. And knowing that all these heroes are here for Neon, they're not even going to try and defend the tier 1 tower. They're just going to look on and watch it fall. Yopaj gets credit for a illusory orb. Jaunts over. Whitemon, well, the snowball does not catch him, but now there's the freezing field. They've got the silence from the Waning Rift. Free Fire is out, and Cuckoo goes into the Elder Dragon form. They're focusing their attention on the Playhard, who gets hit by that lasso and killed off. Again, aggression biting Neon, because they're not going to lose just one. They'll lose 2. Both Playhard and Debil end up falling.
A lot of spells missed used there, like missed stun, missed a couple of spells from Neon as well. So, yeah, in the end, they get 2 kills, a bit overextending there, hesitating to use the coil or not. Maybe he was looking to get a secondary target inside the coil. Kind of backfires. Still very, like, close game. Monkey, we didn't talk about his item build. He's going for the Battle Fury. I personally am not a big fan of the Battle Fury. I'm just, you know, Maelstrom Ags or Ags BKB guy, which allows you to fight much earlier.
Relocate. Looking for Whitemon. And the Spirit's not enough, but one more right click from Natsumi to get the kill. What draws you from one over to the other? The Battle Fury to the
Battle Fury is
Maelstrom?
just slow, you know. Once you farm the Battle Fury, you do not want to fight. You want to farm another item, possibly even one more. So you don't fight with the team, but if this is the timing they're looking into, they don't feel they need the pressure, instead just survive. Because Neon's timing is, we get Aghanim Scepter on our IO, we get level 12 on that Prophet to have 16 spirits on Exorcism and just go. Like we go, we put the constant pressure on the map, we have a very mobile lineup, Boots of Travel, we can set things up with the relocate. Tusk still doesn't have like anything queued up, he's just going for these like small cheap items. Going Orb of Corrosion next, has a fluffy hat. I mean, it's really cold out there, you know, so he definitely needs a fluffy hat.
That is true. Got to get that fluffy hat out. I know the fluffy hat, from what I watched on the Slack's lore video, that hat is from where Tusk is from. I couldn't tell you where that exactly is. Off the top of my head, I forgot, but that's what I've been told. Or, well, that's what I watched.
So you watched the video, but did not actually watch the video, is what you're saying?
No, I watched it. Just the intake into my brain is as good as it was in school, and I get about 40% of the information.
Okay. 40% is a lot.
Is it?
For you, it is.
Oh my god!
I mean, man, you set it up, like you set it up perfectly. I just had to do it. So yeah, attack team, 5-man strong inside the Roche pit. They take it so easily. Aegis on that Prophet. They didn't use the Exorcism. Yeah. Monkey King going into BKB, realizes I will need to fight with my team, so BKB is the item to go for. Still looking like a very scary lineup from Neon T1 right now, just pretty much dodging the fight. They understand they're much weaker.
They don't want to fight just yet. But that's, again, back to what you were saying. You don't want to fight with the Battle Fury. Now he wants to go BKB. Like, there's an Aegis in the hands of Neon. You've got almost level 12 on the Death Prophet. The IO's picked up the Axe. Like, these are the items. These are the timings that Neon want to hit. Meanwhile, T1, they're waiting. They're waiting. They're waiting. They want more. The question is Neon going to give him that space to achieve getting more?
Neon, they just smoked. Dragon Knight has a Blink Dagger. Might be able to go for the initiation. It's hard, you know, playing into IO's Tether, Snowball, Aquatic Shield.
Spot Cuckoo. Dream Coil comes in, snaps it. On the run, Snowball lands. They've got the Walrus Punch, Spirit Siphon, and everybody here from the side of Neon to get the kill on a Cuckoo.
This is one scary-looking lineup. Once they get the ball rolling, this is it. Like, level 12 Death Prophet, Exorcism, level 2. So it's time to go. It's time to force a fight, pop the Exorcism. If they don't defend, you get it down for free.
Trying to TP, but he was already getting targeted by Snowball. Natsumi with another kill there for the side of Neon, now 6-4. Relocating back, but that's not too far away. There's the Exorcism for the tier 2 mid. So they're just taking kills, taking objectives. Really well done from Neon right now.
Like, looking at their lineup, it's just a natural progression how things are gonna go, especially if they kill that Roshan Snowball again inside
for
the tier 3s.
In far for play hard, needs to be careful. Carl on an interesting spot here. He's on the run with the Firefly. Will get away from the side of Neon, but the tier 2 does fall over mid. Exorcism will end in just a moment as these ghosts will start to come back to Yopaj.
I talked about how they're getting cheap items on Neon. Puck going straight into Spirit Vessel to be able to deal with the Dragonite and Monkey
Dream
King.
Coil. They've got the catch on to Carl. Again, Debiel and Playhard just loading up together and getting a quick kill. Asking, where is your team?
Even if they did not have Aegis, I still wouldn't feel that T1 is ready to take a fight on Neon. And items like that, they're starting to pile up. IO, Helm of the Dominator, Aghanim Scepter, Blink Dagger.
Oh, they've got the Tether and the relocate. Whitemon's used that freezing field, but it doesn't accrue them anything. Debiel going after Cuckoo, Spirit Vessel on the Dragonite. Rotations coming over from the side of Neon. They're going to be back any second, ready to go. Hex used on Yopaj. Snowball comes in into Whitemon again, who's trying to TP out, but the Walrus Punch with Natsumi's Spirits and right clicks will get the kill. They've got the Yules onto the Lion. They'll catch themselves a second. Silence onto the Lion. Spirit Siphon there, and eventually Zephyr to fall.
T1, they can't make any aggressive moves because there's always a threat of a relocate, that Prophet tipping in. It's like this mental game when you're playing into multiple saves. Let's say you're playing into OD with Astral, you're playing into Shadow Demon, you don't have the tools to deal with all the saves, so you don't even try to force a fight. And it's the same thing here. They even have like one extra save. You have a heal from a Baron, you have a Photic Shield, relocate, tether, a lot of heal. Very, very hard heroes to kill overall. Then you have a Snowball from Tusk, Coil again.
Yeah, Coil again used on to the Dragon Knight Spirit Vessel. That's on top of DK2. With the Spirit Siphon and a Crypt Swarm, that's the finishing blow needed for Yopaj to get a kill on a Cuckoo. They're just continuing to move around the map and find these spots where T1 are trying to, well, stay safe. And they're not.
Map is just getting smaller for T1. You have two heroes that love to be on the trees, love to split push, like Monkey King, Batrider. It's still not happening. Your two supports are getting out-farmed. Good thing for Lion. I like the build. I gotta say, Ether Lens, when you go for Lens, you don't get the talent. You get not more than 1 point in mana drain. Because Hex really scales, you know, in terms of a cooldown. It goes down by 6 seconds, which is pretty big. And you have mana pool to work with, especially with Crystal Maiden's Aura on top of that.
Yeah, so that Hex, 12-second cooldown, 4-second duration at level 4. Something you really want to work with. Tusk is holding on to 1,600 gold. I'm wondering...
Most likely Blink Dagger. Like, the hero really shines with the Blink. Much easier to save people. Then you can potentially, you know, get that Aghanim Scepter. It's kind of a meme, but
right.
I want to see it here.
Yeah,
Not sure we
Blink.
will, because Neon is just getting so much out of the map right now. They killed the Roche #1 pretty quickly. Exorcism, once again, back online. Net Profit, full BKB, level 15 talent, cast range. It's time to take some more towers.
See if that's exactly what they can go after as Whitemon gets caught again. Silence, but he's got that bullwhip. Good use of the illusion rune there by Yopaj to keep up with Whitemon, who tried to keep him still with that frostbite. Unable to do so. Illusion rune coming in handy. Jackie's got the BKB now. So let's see if, you know, this BKB is the difference maker they need it to be. He's looking for a Scotty next.
This is a
Yopaj.
good pick-up if they can get it.
Yeah, he's been caught. Wukong's looking for the balance strike at the finger from Zephyr. They're getting themselves the second stack on the Finger of Death kills. Dream Coil used. That lands onto Zephyr. So they'll at least get one in return, but a big kill there onto the Death Prophet.
Nice setup from T1. They knew what's going to happen. Monkey King on the trees, Lion hiding in the trees, Boots of Travel from Batrider. Neon still get one kill in return, but it's all about stopping Neon's progression, because they are very strong right now. And if they can keep getting those pick-offs, it's going to be great.
We haven't really seen much more pressure after that tier 2 take from Neon. Not sure if they're just waiting for Roche as the timer's getting a little bit low, and obviously that extension, we'll see how long that is. Play hard. Snowball, Walrus Punch with the shards, trying to get a kill here on a Whitemon who goes into the freezing field. Will have that extra armor, Breathe Fire, Illusory Orb out from Debil to get the kill on a Whitemon. He is dead for the sixth time.
Kind of rough one for him. Can't blame him considering the heroes he's playing against, but Carl, he gets caught. We still didn't see the full power of this Wisp. Aghanim Scepter, Sange for some extra self-HP regen, and lifesteal, some status resistance, damage. Like, you don't necessarily need to upgrade Sange, you just get Sange and carry IO because you get so much from the item. And I see BKB and the heart queued up. This Wisp, he's going to become unkillable. They don't have a Spirit Vessel carrier on the enemy side. Monkey King's trying to
relocate, and they'll go right in on the Zephyr.
So Monkey's trying to get a Scotty, which is good against any kind of healing, against Net Profit, IO, Abaddon. We still have not seen Wukong's 25 minutes in. He's been just silently farming.
Yeah, it's been a bit quiet from Jackie compared to the last game. It's not what you were, not what we're expecting from him, considering the Phantom Assassin game that he had in the last one, where he was playing up in the Neon face. and
are scanning.
really looking to just devastate these heroes. But it goes back to what you said about the battle fury. You're not ready to fight when you have that item. You still need 1 or 2 more. And Scotty might be the point where he wants to fight, but it's still not that close in terms of him getting it.
Next Roche. Respawn, so Neon can try to force a fight. If T1 does not respond, it's free cheese and ages for them. They smoke, they know Roshan is up, so it seems like T1 wants to take one good fight. Like we have not seen a full team fight from Neon, from actually T1 this game. Dragonite pops the ulti.
Yeah, maybe looking towards going for a pick in a
Dire's
Roche.
bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Finding anything over here in the triangle. Heart picked up for this Wisp. Man, he is super farmed at the top.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Let's see. Coming over, Walrus Punch. Carl caught. BKB's been popped. He's going to try and run. They got the stun out onto the DK. They'll pop the Exorcism. The chase is on. Freezing field on the back lines of this fight. In an interesting spot that's not going to garner any kills. Bullwhip to try and run, picks up a bounty for his troubles. Whitemon might just be dead again. Right click's coming in from this Tusk, but the tag team popped, and Debil gets the kill on a Whitemon. So now the side of Neon are in a Roche.
Exorcism with Arcane Rune, they're inside a pit, free cheese ages. In terms of net worth, like the game doesn't seem that heavily Neon favored, but T1, they can't make any moves. They try to go for something, they can't get anything out of it.
It's really kind of crazy how close the game is in terms of net worth, but how far it feels.
It just doesn't feel like T1's doing anything. That one good pick-off onto that Prophet when they were trying to group up, it was a good play. Other than that, T1 is just getting creeps.
And now Death Prophet sitting on top of the net worth. Things going really well here for Yopaj, who refills that bottle with a haste rune. Has 30 seconds till Exorcism is up. Tusk going into the BKB. Still being disappointed by no ads.
Very disappointed. I mean, memes aside, BKB is a safer choice. You're playing into a lot of the stuns. Play hard. They have a anti-Tinker ward, just in case Monkey King is sitting on those trees.
They do scan, and that catches, of all people, Whitemon trying to walk through the triangle.
Why do we keep calling it anti-Tinker ward? Like, Tinker has not been picked or used in competitive scene for a very, very long time.
Since OP
like,
was playing
petition
in
to
TNC.
actually rename that ward into something else.
All in favor, right in chat? Aye. What would you call it, though? Just Monkey King ward?
Anti-split push ward, maybe?
Production saying the Cliff Teasy ward. It's technically a cliff.
Sure, we can go with that.
Relocate. Coming in bottom, Whitemon, he's the one who's getting caught here. Snowball, Walrus Punch, knockout.
I tried to warn you.
That uppercut really effective for play hard, just like Derek Lewis. Got a knockout the other day with an uppercut.
They're ready to go. They're ready to go high ground. The Exorcism is available once again. Almost a full Lincoln Sphere on that Prophet. Like, this game might just end. They win a fight. This game's pretty much over.
Yeah, they get the kill on a Zephyr. They've used the Exorcism. Glyph comes in, but once it's gone, and they have so much sustain to just stand in front of the tower during the Glyph. They're going to go for the tier 3, and nobody here to defend it. You've got Monkey King, who's still sitting up towards top. He's got a TP available, but eventually needs to make that decision to TP, and he's still not going to make the move over as they get through the tier 3. Now the question is, can they get through the rest? But backdoor is up.
Batrider cut the wave, so they just get a kill. It's the type of the game that T1 needs to play. Like, they need to possibly prolong this game for another 10-15 minutes. The problem is Neon is getting so many items. This IO is getting out of control. Hard working towards the BKB. I believe that's also an extra item. Yeah, so that's Kaya and Sanj. That Prophet full Lincoln Sphere. it's just very hard for them. You know, they're covering all their weaknesses. Blink initiation stun, blink lasso.
They're just not slowing down, and they're itemizing pretty perfectly, I would say. This has just been really... This is showing why Neon are at the top when they play games like this. Like, it may not be the most exciting Dota. It may not, like,
this is
be
exciting.
a bloodbath,
Like,
but...
at least for me, it's exciting because they're not making mistakes. Like,
yeah.
This is pretty much how you should execute the lineup that you have. You're not giving enemies any kind of opportunity to make a comeback. Age is still up and running for 55 seconds.
So they have some time if they want to go again. They do have Death Prophet pushing out towards top, so maybe they go through that lane. Grouped up. T1 spotted Spirits, Natsumi. He's the one moving forward. Stun comes out. Do they want to turn this? Spirits doing quite a bit of damage on a Whitemon as well as Cuckoo. They've got the Hex used, and Whitemon trying to TP away. With the BKB being used by Cuckoo, he'll TP too. So these heroes do escape on the side of T1 as creeps start to pressure mid and top. So just extending the lead, putting the pressure on, shutting down these areas where T1 are able to farm.
T1 has mid pushed in, they have top very close to the enemy tier 3 tower, so now it's time to go. Another arcane rune by Death Prophet, the best rune you can possibly pick up. Ghosts are level 3 right now, so it's gonna be very easy to go through the melee barracks, even possibly get another side or just force them to take a fight.
Potentially take a fight that they don't want to take that.
Pops the Lincolns, but
Causes
was
them to
not
lose.
close enough to actually use that initiation with the lasso.
They want to make the jump. The Dream Coil comes in. That's out on a Whitemon with the Wukong's command getting used, but the BKB is there. They're going to relocate back. They'll disengage. Silence onto the DK. They're thinking about fighting in, but they don't want to fight into the Wukong's command just yet with the lasso hitting on a Natsumi. There's the stun. Freezing field. Do they have the damage? It doesn't look like it. Tabeel, though, he ends up dead. They'll get the kill, and as ever, they look over at Whitemon and Cuckoo, who are low on health. Januel trying to run. Fnatic shield, borrowed time, not available. 3 heroes dead. Play hard, gone too. So all of a sudden, 3 die on Neon for the price of a lion. And they want more. Mules up into the air. Yopaj here with Natsumi. Balance Strike comes in. The buyback used by the Abaddon. Crypt Swarm sending them back into the base.
They still want to take a fight.
Posturing.
Seems like if Abaddon bought back, there must be some communication. We need to do stuff. Wukong's command is down, but we can see the power of T1's lineup once they're defending the high ground. Just blink stuns inside the Wukong's command, lasso on top of that. It's a lot of damage. That Prophet will have another ulti ready in 10 seconds because she had an arcane rune in the previous one, so they're ready to go.
Yeah, and these ults are down for T1. So this is a tough hold. 18 seconds on the Wukong's command. We'll see if they're ready to pressure now as the rest of the team will join them. They still have a tier 1 mid, so they're able to get back to this spot pretty quickly.
Wukong's back online. No lasso for 25. Yeah, you can feel Neon. They're, you know, being a bit more respectful towards their abilities.
So they'll go with the Exorcism. Silence on the 2. Holding their ground for the moment. Stun comes in, only lands on some of these creeps. They'll use the Exorcism, take the set of racks, and now migrate over towards top.
A Lion tried to go for a sneaky play, forced that Prophet inside his own team. Possibly push him out of the position, burst him. Yeah, Neon. Roche may respawn in 25 seconds. Bottom lane needs to be pushed out. This is what's being drawn on the minimap.
And they've got everything back up for T1, so they wanted to back off, noticing that that was what was able to win T1, that little skirmish in the high ground.
Monkey's super farmed. Like, Monkey, that's why probably he decided, you know, to go for the Battle Fury. I want to be able to scale. You just get so much from that item. If it's much greedier, but it kind of cost him the early fights. And now he's level 22, BKB online, a Basher, has a Scotty, working towards the Aghanim Scepter. Monkey's arena is just gonna hurt quite a lot.
Yeah.
Radiant are
So it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a longer Roche respawn. About a fourth of the duration through it for now.
Tusk still not committing for a BKB. You know, he has that Ogre Axe, could potentially transition into Aghanim Scepter, kick out the Monkey King out of Wukong's, because this is where their damage comes from.
But, so is that kick viable once he hits 25, though, and gets that extra...
Oh, it depends where he's standing.
Okay. He's only level 17, too. I mean, I know Cuckoo is. But I'd love to see level 25 for a Tusk. Shards come in and won't lock up anybody. The rest of T1 retreat.
White Mon still probably gonna die, chasing with the spirits. T1 holding the high ground.
The dusk is always ready for
Fusion's getting as much information as they can. Whitemon sitting here low. He needs to be careful. Elder Dragon form was popped. Roche
Cuckoo's
is
not
up.
afraid to use the dragon form like straight away.
He wants to use it to control the area, but
If you're keeping ulti just for the fights, you're not playing the hero correctly. Even if you don't have it in the fights, it's still okay. You want to be able to farm up in between.
okay.
Also, interesting fact, because we were playing the Dragonite the other day, you need to be level 18 to actually get all the benefits from the Aghanim Scepter. To have that big black dragon.
Yeah. Hoping to get the black dragon.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Courier goes down, in and out. Roche back up in just about 10 or 20. So it's going to be a fight at Roche once again. That maybe decides where this game goes. And both teams recognizing that pretty early on after the disengage from top.
Oh, there is Aghanim Scepter upgrade on Roshan, so let's see if they decide to possibly give it to Tusk. You know, that Prophet still looks like a better candidate, but one can only dream. First, they need to kill the Roshan.
That is true. Maybe DK gets it if T1 were the ones who grab it.
Oh, if Monkey King can get it, that's pretty big. I think they scouted out that Aghanim Scepter is available on Roshan. So Monkey just changes his item build also
Ooh,
to
look
a
at this wrap from
Blade.
Neon. They're going to go in on the Jackie. They've got the silence as well as the Walrus Punch.
Got
with
the BKB off.
being popped here by the Monkey King. There's the lasso used on it to Debil. Wukong's command comes out. They're going to get the kill into the
Good
pop.
snowball
They'll look
save.
over as the freezing field is used, but the silence comes out to the Crystal Maiden. They get the Kona Whitemon. They look over as the Exorcism is running through these heroes on the side of T1. They're chasing after Jackie, who used an early BKB. They get the kill on Jackie. They'll look over at Cuckoo. The two-man stun comes out from this Zephyr Lion, and that saves the DK. But that doesn't save them from giving up Roche to Neon.
It was like so much damage coming out from the Death Prophet. Io's actually insane. Like he gets on top of someone, and we can see that one again. Good Wukong's command is like the extra armor keeps him alive during the Wukong's, but once Wukong's is gone, Monkey King just doesn't feel as tanky at all. So let's see who gets that Aghanim Scepter. They give it to Death Prophet. It's better, you know. But I could only hope we're gonna see it on our boy Tusk. Didn't happen.
Disappointed. But I understand it. We both knew that that was the prospect of where that Axe was going to go. Timeless Relic picked up for the Death Prophet in the side of the Radiant. That's a good one to have.
They also have Aghanim Scepter on Puck. So like you don't have the counterplay to that. Like the only counterplay is if you have like status resistance, so the coil lasts seconds. Other than that, you know you're gonna be kept in place, and that Prophet Ghost will just eat you alive. 15,000 gold lead for Neon. T1 had like one good high ground defense. That was pretty much it. Other than that, it was all Neon.
Yeah, they're going to have to try and do it again as Yopaj starting to push in bottom. So it just has those ghosts coming out and going after the tower. Not even using Exorcism. The amazing ability of the Ags coming into play here for Yopaj. Now they're going to the high ground once again. They're going to pop that Exorcism, try to make something happen. Jackie needs the proper positioning to come in through here, but they've got the lasso coming out of the Death Prophet. Natsumi stays with him, and they will relocate out. The Borrowed Tongue gets popped. They've got the Hex on Yopaj as well as the Balance Strike, but he's outside the circle with BKB pop by Yopaj. They'll turn this one around. The Snowball all the way through, going after Cuckoo, trying to get the kill on the DK. The Dream Coil comes in on both the Monkey King as well as this Crystal Maiden. They've got the Walrus Punch on a Jackie. They look over at the Crystal Maiden as well. They took out Jackie, they took out Cuckoo, and now they'll find themselves Whitemon with the Spirits, or will they just get over to the side? The dust is after he dies as Yopaj gets the kill. The buyback is used by the Monkey King as well as Whitemon, so Jackie trying to still fight as they got the kill out of the Beal. No buyback available on the puck. Carl starting to run as he pops the BKB, but the damage being done on Jackie. I don't think he can
so
fight
much
into
healing.
this. He's not really getting away with much. Natsumi Hex in trouble, ends up dying, but that's only the first one. They take out Jackie. He's gone for the second time, dead for 113 seconds as they look over at Whitemon, who gets blocked by the shards. With Play Hard low, still can't get that kill, and now they'll focus on the tier 3.
He almost died to the Firefly. He went inside the fire, almost melts inside, and now it's just going to be... How many buybacks was that? It was like 3 buybacks coming out from...
2 from T1,
from
one
T1.
from Neon.
Yeah, you're correct. So Wisp has cheese again, 4,000 HP. Not sure if they can get through his second life. It's just too much damage. That Prophet with the Aghanim Scepter has some tower damage. Link
That's
initiation.
silence. Ooh, that's a silence onto a couple with the BKB pop by Cuckoo. They go after Play Hard. They get the kill on the Tusk. He buys back immediately. Buys that Tome of Knowledge, trying to get into that level 25. Wants to start hitting like Mike Tyson. Go after the tier 4s. And Octarine Core picked up for Carl. Just haven't felt his presence. Good stun from Zephyr.
Dire's middle tower is under
Where's your follow-up? Monkey King still dead for 47 seconds. The Walrus Punch comes out onto Whitemon. He is obliterated off the map. And now they've got the Dream Coil down onto the Bat Rider, who snaps it, and that's with the Axe. So he's stunned even though he's got the BKB. GG is called. T1 drop game 2, and Neon even the series with complete and utter domination of this second game.
Yeah, great performance by